What's up, guys? Nethervvoid back with more War Thunder for you today, and it's more Brits, Spitfire, and Boomerang stuff. I've been grinding them pretty hard, and I'm going to be grinding the Americans pretty hard because I like the British and American planes, I'm finding out. I'll be doing some Germans as well. I don't know, a little bit of everybody, I guess. I'm kind of nerd raging a little bit because I just recorded this whole video already, but the wrong frickin' mic was enabled. My headset mic was enabled, and Yeti mic was frickin' disabled. I'm seriously raging right now. It's all internal. I'm not gonna blow up on you guys too bad. I'm seriously raging. I'm raging because, oh my god. As you can see, I'm flying my plane all crazy because of this. I hate when that happens. I don't like to do things twice. Alright? So, alright, here's something. You have to go out to the car to bring in groceries. There's 14 bags of groceries. They're plastic, so they have handles. How many of you guys get all 14 bags in your hands and take one trip in? Raise your hands in the comment section. Because that's what I do. I don't care if I'm breaking my hand. That's how I do it. So, when I gotta re-record a video, I want to kick someone in the face. And you know what? If I wasn't going out on a date with my wife right after this, I would get on War Thunder and maybe ram a few people. I just need to get that nerd rage out, you know? And the microphone seems possibly too loud too, so sorry if it's too loud. But anyway, the reason the reason I was on a different mic is because I just got done recording the world. Oh, using the rudder right there. You see that? Oh yeah, baby. I just got finished with the War Thunder newbie guide. You guys are gonna see it tomorrow on Monday. You're dead. And seriously, I think I spent more than 10 hours on that video. I spent at least 2 hours just coming up with what I wanted to talk about and bullet points and stuff, and then at least another 8 hours recording it, editing, picture. I mean, it's loaded. It's just like it's really long. It's 2 hours, just like the Eve newbie guide, which is really long, and it just has like a bunch of annotations so you can jump all over the video and get to the sections that you're looking to get to. So it's not really difficult to watch. But anyway, that's finished. I'm really excited about it, and I put a lot of extra time into it. If you guys could give it a lot of love tomorrow, that'd be awesome. Definitely, if you have any buddies that are trying to get into the game, share it with them. It should help them a lot. Let me know if it does not help them a lot, but I think it should. So please share that on Facebook with your buddies or whatever. Share them, whatever you need to do. So, boom, you're dead. Now, you can't just do that climb and stall out like that. It's bad. You can do a lag roll, which is where you pick up into the air to conserve some of your energy and roll out of it. You can do that, but don't stay in it too long, because as you can see, you get killed. Anyway, I had a lot of great commentary. I had to throw it away. I'm kind of pissed. One of the things I wanted to talk about was Pyro just bought a Ford. Pyro, if you're watching this, why? Oh my god! Don't buy a Ford. They're bad. They're bad cars. If you bought a Ford truck, I could understand that a little bit, but Ford cars are horrible. All I buy are Japanese cars. I don't care if that makes me not a patriot or a bad American or whatever you're gonna say, but Japanese cars drive basically until the sun explodes. They're gonna still be running. My wife has a 2001 Civic. We don't take care of it. We hardly ever maintain it. It's gonna drive until we die. She hates that fact because she wants a new car bad, and I told her, I'm not gonna buy a new car when you have a perfectly fine car that still drives. So, yeah, the Honda cars never die. I have a Toyota because those last even longer. It's a 2009, luckily, but whatever. So, pea shooter, damaging the pea shooter a little bit here. That's a reserve plane. I found out with the... Oh, that's going to happen sometimes. Doesn't happen that often to me, but I kind of don't feel like it's not that guy's fault or my fault, really, because there's the field of view in this game is so narrow that you're not going to see a guy coming in from the side. You're just not going to see him. Maybe if they had a more heads-up display, you could, like if they took that freaking mini-map and put it around where I'm trying to shoot, I could see the guy coming in. If they modded this game, I would love someone to mod a HUD that was right in the middle of the screen. It wouldn't be very realistic, but I don't care. This is the Boomerang Mark 1. This thing is a beast. It's a rank 4, and what I like about these Boomerangs is you can pair them with the Spitfire and have, especially if you buy the Mark 1 and 2 Boomerang, which are actually not that expensive, I'll talk about that in a minute. You have 3, whoa, almost clipped that guy. Doing some lag rolls here to try to not overshoot. And that gives this guy's gunner tons of time to shoot at me. But that gives you 4, if you buy Mark 1 and 2, it gives you 4 rank 4 planes to take into a battle. That's pretty awesome. It sucks when you have to take a rank 4, a rank 3, and like a rank 1 and some reserve planes into a battle. Because, I don't know, dude, if a reserve plane cannot fight a rank 4 very well, not if it's a good rank 4, it's just not going to happen. A P-26 against a lag, you're kidding, right? Because I'm going to kill you every time. Now, I can't turn fight with them, but if you turn fight with a reserve plane, you're a moron anyway, unless you are flying a Japanese plane. It's stupid. You got to energy fight with those guys. You got to drop on their face, put like 2 shells in them, and they just fall apart. I mean, after 1.29 especially, because the damage model is so ridiculous, the reserve planes just go down like flies. I mean, a couple hits on the top, and their wing shears off. You see that a couple times in this video. But yeah, these Boomerangs are just fun planes. They both have double cannons. Nice that I got the kill. I'm glad. I worked on the guy frickin' forever. But they're actually fairly cheap too. Just talking about the pricing model when I was recording this originally. And if you think about it, if 10 gold is 6 cents, and I think you can buy this Boomerang Mark 1 for like, I want to say it's 700 gold. That means that this thing is, let's see, if 600 gold is $3.60, then 700 would mean it would be like $4. A gold plane for $4? That's cheap, man. And here's the cool thing about these things. Not only do you get extra credits, which everybody needs in 1.29, you get double the XP on your crew. That's awesome. Just talking about the comparison between, and I do this a lot just because the games are so similar, and I know a lot of you guys have played World of Tanks, but I only have one machine gun going right now. The other one must be out of rounds or something like that. It's kind of weird. The gold tanks in that game get you extra credits, but they don't get you anything extra for your crew other than you're training up your crew. But in this game, you get double the crew XP, so it's a great way to rank those crew up and get you some nice levels, because it gets a lot harder in the longer run, just like World of Tanks to rank those crew up. So yeah, my right wing is pretty jacked up right here. The aileron is almost gone. There must be tons of holes. Yeah, there's a couple holes in the actual wing, but not too many. Protecting our base over here, not doing the greatest job doing it, but I am taking out a couple bombers there. I actually have a Catalina, although I've never flown it, but I'm going to try to do a little bit more bombing and stuff to try to help us get wins and everything. So anyway, I'm probably going to buy every gold plane they have available because they're really cheap. Even the higher ranked ones. Let's say usually the highest ranked gold planes in a nation will be like rank 12 or 13, and they'll be like 1700 gold. Even that, let's calculate that. So 10 gold is 6 cents. 1,000 gold is, well, 1,000 gold is $6. So 1,700 gold, you add $4 more, right? Because we found out that 700 gold is $4. That's a $10 gold plane, and it's like buying a tier 8 for right now because they don't have any higher ranked planes. So not the greatest game here, but what I've been working on lately is not dying with my style of play. Only 1 death in this one and 4 kills, not bad. Not the greatest amount of XP and stuff, only 1,285. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's just look at, I got veteran, got a lot of XP for that. Participate in several fights against other players. But 1,100 credits, I'm pretty thrilled with that as far as 1.29 is concerned. Let's get another game though. So here's the second game. Again, Spits and Boomerangs. The only difference probably here is that I have a Boomerang Mark II. I was really, a lot of that's because I was so happy with the Boomerang 1, and the Boomerang 2 I think is 1,000 gold, which again, like I've already been talking about, is $6. That's pretty cheap. I got actually tons of gold planes from buying the Ultimate Pack, like 6 of them. A few of them are bombers, and a few of them are fighters, but really high-ranked fighters. So I'm kind of glad I bought that pack, and I got 2 months of premium, 10,000 gold, which 10,000 gold is roughly $50 worth. And then, I don't know how much 2 months of premium was, but I kind of feel like I got the $80 worth out of just getting the 10,000 gold and the 2 months of premium. But not only that, I got 6 gold planes, which are probably worth about, let's say those are $10 a piece, that's $60 more. And then the 2 historical battles, historical campaigns, which are single player, but you still have to be connected to the server plan. Again, shots on that pea shooter. It's got tons of guys tailing them. A lot of people bring these... I don't know why. Why would you fly out your reserves first? It just doesn't make any... Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to keep talking about that. But anyway, I think the Ultimate Pack's a pretty good deal. It's $80, though, so you really have to want to play this game. Again, the main reason I'm in it to win it with this game is because I'm doing it on YouTube. So the reason I buy stuff is going to be different than you guys. And understandable, you know? But another thing... I really want to have these gold planes is because it's harder to make credits in 1.29. I know, no, we don't even need to talk about that. I know you guys know that. Oh, this is totally my fault. I very, very rarely take a guy out like that, a teammate or even an enemy, knowing about it. The AA was shaking my crap around so bad right here that I was having a hard time keeping my aim on the actual target. I felt pretty bad. That rarely happens to me. So very, very rare. But again, field of view not helping me a lot, but I could see that guy. I could have totally avoided that. But anyway, it's really a good idea to have gold planes now just because of the way that the credits are working in 1.29. I just don't think it's a great idea what War Thunder's doing with their price points, and I really hope they change it, but I'm really not sure they're going to. Because if you look at the way that World of Tanks is, and again, I'm making a lot of comparisons because the games are very similar and they're both Russian development or Russian-owned companies, is that they don't listen to players that well as far as business decisions and stuff. Like, if you look at Sir B, the way he talks about things in World of Tanks, it's like, oh, you don't like it? Don't play this game. You can't say that to your customer. Like, that's why they don't have a big presence in NA, because there's so many different games to choose from, especially free-to-play games in this market. You can't just say, oh, you don't like it? Suck a D. That's not going to work, you know? It definitely doesn't work in the American market because American markets, there's just more competition. And I don't know if it's a cultural thing that, again, I'm not trying to... I love Russian people. They're very bright people, hardworking. I love their courage. There's a lot of things to love about Russian people, but maybe they don't understand free markets yet, the way they're supposed to work. Basically, you're at the will of your customer a lot of the times, especially in a highly competitive market like the free-to-play game market. The way you're going to get players is to cater to what they're liking about your game. It's kind of like, think about it this way. You go to Ford, like Pyro did, and you buy a Ford car, which is a piece of shit, by the way. But anyway, let's say you go to Ford, and everybody loves your trucks. The F-150 is your most sold product. But you want them to buy the sports car, the Ford Mustang, because you make a lot of money off of it, because you get a lot of margin off of it. But, you know, not a lot of people like that car for whatever reason. So you start to price out, you know, bring the price up of your F-150 because you want people to buy the more expensive car. But guess what? People don't want to buy it. You can't make them buy it. You know what they're going to do? They're going to go buy Dodge trucks. They're just going to find a different product because people aren't going to just do what you want. You can't bully them into... You know how you can make them buy more Mustangs? Figure out why they're not buying them. Is it because the price is too high? Is it because they don't like something on it? Change it. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you like the price point on it. Your customer doesn't, and so you aren't going to sell it. It's like YouTube. The reason why I'm changing my main channel back to World of Tanks, War Thunder, combat stuff, is because that's the way it was sold to begin with, and changing it to something completely different is not going to work. Okay? I mean, it works a little bit, but it's just not really going to work. I like playing these games, but trying to fit that square peg in a round hole, you know, I did it for, first of all, I didn't learn fast enough, but what the hell, man? You can't do it. So, I don't think it's a good idea to do what they've done to the economy, and yeah, they're going to change it, but I hope they don't just try to do little tweaks. It needs a large change. The pendulum, maybe if the pendulum was all the way on the left, is what they're saying, like, we don't like this price points because the pendulum is all the way to the left. Don't swing it all the way to the right and lock it there. It needs to have a swing back to the center because it's just ridiculous right now. And I have a premium account, and at rank 4, I'm already not really making a lot and keeping up with how much credits I spend on training crew and, you know, buying new planes and just different things like that. I hate to see what it's going to be like at rank 10, and I'm not talking about, I'm talking about a premium account. People left WoT, a lot of people left WoT because it's a grind. People don't want to grind, they're tired of it. I don't like grinding. You know how much I don't want to grind for that T110 E5 when I get it? I'm dreading it. I'm dreading of grinding those 6 million credits out. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. And I have a premium account. You know? I have gold tanks. I still don't want to grind out all that money. It's still gonna take me forever. If you if I pay every month for premium, I should never have to spend more money on your game, and I shouldn't be having problems with money. And you can't prop it up on the idea that this is an MMO, because guess what? It's not. This is not a massive multiplayer online game. So there are grinds in MMOs. This is not an MMO. This is a Battlefield 3, a Call of Duty, a match-based, you know, shoot-'em-up game with a lobby-based matchup game. It's not a MMO. If it's an MMO, then we should have bases that I can land at and get out and do things at the base and, you know, talk to my CO and pick up missions, and there's questing, and this is not a MMO, okay? And they've actually compared themselves to Eve, but this Eve and this game have nothing in common at all. Nothing. The only thing they have in common is they have PvP. That's it. But so anyway, this is not an anyway. I'm just gonna get off that soapbox. Not a great game so far, gotta say. Let's get back to the game here. Not a great game. No deaths. That's great. I'm trying to get like, my playstyle is very risk adverse, which means that they're gonna be low kill games. But I pretty much consistently now get 1 or 2 deaths in the game and 4 to 5 kills. 3 to 5 kills, I'd say. That's definitely almost every game I have now. I do have a couple games where I'm still trying to learn something and I crash kind of fairly quickly, and I'll get out of that game, not because I'm pissed, but because I'm trying to record, and since there's no replay system, I have to try to record and try to get footage every chance I get, because I'm blowing through my footage pretty quickly because I'm not doing sub replays yet. I'm going to be trying to do sub replays pretty soon in a limited fashion, just because I know a lot of people want to do them. But it's going to be fairly limited just because you can't see a lot still. You can barely see the plane names and stuff. And you can't see when you get kills. You can't see all this chat or scrolling kill indicators on the side. You can't see any of that stuff. So until you can see all of that, it's going to be hard to do replay. Yak 7, never good to be under the gun on a Yak. They're beastly planes. Not. Also, these planes are ridiculous. If you talk to, actually, even the EU devs, there's actually a separate team for EU planes and damage models and flight models. There's a special Russian team just for the Russian planes, which that's already kind of an indicator that something's wrong. When the EU guys looked at the Russian planes, flight models, and damage models, their jaws dropped. They're like, guys, these are nothing like they should be. Nothing about these are realistic. So, if your own developers are saying that, you really have a problem. But you know what? They say, oh, well, most of our players are Russian, we have to cater to them. No, you don't. You need to have balanced planes, because guess what? The other market, the one you're ignoring, the NA market, the market that's hard to be in, you need to have planes that are fair for everyone. They expect balanced gameplay. So, I guess you can ignore the whole NA market. You might think, oh, there is no NA market just because we don't have NA players. But that is not true. In fact, there's been a massive spike in NA players lately. The market's there, but you have to advertise in it, and you have to have balanced planes and nations. You know, vast majority still of the United States have German roots. I have tons of German roots. Almost 50% of my ancestry is from Germany. So even though I'm glad they lost World War II, and I don't know anybody that would wish they would have won it, that'd be stupid. They're still my... That's where I'm from. I want to fly German planes and play German tanks. I grew up reading about them because I have a fascination with Germany because I'm from there. You know, a lot of Americans are from Germany. So if you make their planes and tanks suck, why would you... What would happen if you made the Russian planes suck? Of course the Russian guys are going to be pissed. If you artificially made them suck, like what if the Russians had the Tiger and it was the most feared tank of World War II and you made it suck? What do you think the reaction's going to be from them? Your game is horribad because it's not even realistic. Anyway, again, a big soapbox there. So anyway, you need to make the German planes pretty awesome. I mean, they need to hold their ground. I think all other nations have fairly okay damage and flight models. I think the real problem really is the Russian planes. They need to bring them into line with all of the other guys. You know, I don't think Germany's artificially bad. I have to admit the German line is fairly weak. Although I haven't played the new BF 109s. I heard in the 1.29 changes that they actually got a lot beefier, and I'm glad they did that. It's warranted. The 109 was an amazing plane. It did have its flaws. The 109's kind of a weird plane. Again, I don't know a lot about World War II planes. I know way more about tanks than I do about planes, but they had some awesome strengths and really glaring weaknesses, okay? Their boom and zoom was ridiculous, almost unmatched. Their ability to dive on someone and take them out was almost unmatched. Their turning was horrible. So they should reflect that in the game, and I think they do. From all the accounts that I've heard, especially of the 1.29 versions of them, they reflect the way they flew in real life. And you always got to feel good when you can take out a Russian plane like this lag, that are beastly planes with insane, models that you have to, shoot through a tank's worth of armor to kill them. Feel good about that. A win streak of 4 kills, pretty nice. I love the Spitfire. It's got great guns. I can't wait to get the Spitfire version that has the dual cannons, though. Dual Habanos. That's going to be ridiculous. I can't wait to get that plane. I also do have a new skin on the Hurricane. I guess it is the Hurricane. The Hurricane Mark II, I've actually unlocked a skin. I want to show it to you. I've got it selected. It's an actual historical skin. It's got like the flight numbers and all that. It's really awesome. I want to show it to you. I'll probably be doing a video like that this week, hopefully, if I can remember showing. I know there's been a couple of you guys that have asked to show off all my decals and skins. I'll be showing you a few of them. The skins are a lot harder to unlock, so I have not unlocked a lot of them, but I'll show some of them to you. I've only unlocked a lot of decals and stuff, just not a lot of skins. They require a lot of kills in specific planes that I don't have yet, and some of them in specific planes on specific maps, which is obviously even harder. I like that, though. I wish World of Tanks had the unlockable skins. That'd be pretty sweet. But I think War Thunder is definitely the future. Once they come out with tanks, they're going to see a lot less World of Tanks on the channel. There's just no doubt about it. Obviously, I'm assuming that they do a good job with their tank model, with the way they're going to do tanks. But I think with the way they've implemented this game so far, it's awesome. The gameplay in this game is amazing. There is no doubt about it. I just think they really need to mess with their economy better because people don't want to grind for a year to unlock a jet. I just don't think that's realistic. I would be fine with them going to the World of Tanks model where you have to unlock a specific tank line or plane line. I think that's totally feasible. I mean, if they want to make the grind slightly longer for all planes, they should just do that. That way, if you work really heavy on one line, you can still unlock it in a fairly reasonable period. And then if you want the other line, you got to work on that from scratch. I think that's fine. Anyway, pretty decent game there. 0 kills, 0 deaths, 4 kills. Pretty nice. Getting me ready for historical battles. Got most assists. Really helped on XP. 8,600 credits. Not the greatest game, but decent. Let me know what you guys think, and see you later, guys.